Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is lab number 8, active high pass filter. We are going to design an active high pass filter. In the recent lab, we did the design and construction of active low pass filter. So this is a circuit diagram that is supposed to be implemented for the verification of active high pass filter. In case of active low pass filter, we had the similar circuit. The difference between the circuits of active high pass filter and active low pass filter is the change in the position of R1 and C1. In case of active low pass filter, this C1 was at the place of R1 and this R1 was at the place of C1. The rest of this circuit is same as the active low pass filter. So we have two resistors R2 and R3 determining the passband gain of the active high pass filter. We have an active component that is op amp, and we are going to apply the input using the function generator. This R1 and C1 is going to be responsible for determining the value of the cutoff. So we'll first of all go through the design considerations. The design parameters here are: the cutoff frequency is supposed to be kept as 4 kHz and the passband gain equal to 2. These design parameters are similar to the one that we have discussed for active low pass filter. So the values of resistors and the capacitor will come out to be the same. So for the cutoff frequency, we know the formula is Fc is equal to 1 over 2 pi R1C and the passband gain is equal to 1 plus R3 over R2. This formula of the passband gain, that is AV, is equal to 1 plus R3 over R2, is based upon the fact that we are using an op amp in non-inverting mode. That is, input is applied at the non-inverting or positive terminal of the op amp. So this is how the design is supposed to be done. Since we are supposed to keep Fc is equal to 4 kHz, so assuming the value of capacitor equal to 1 microfarad, we will determine the value of R1, that is approximately equal to 40 ohms. For the passband gain, we are supposed to keep R2 and R3 equal to each other so that we can have the gain equal to 2. So we'll keep R2 and R3 equal to 2 kilo ohms. It can be 5 kilo ohms, it can be 10 kilo ohms each. So I've kept this R2 equal to R3 as 2 kilo ohms. The verification of this active high pass filter will be made through the LTSpice software as it was done for the active low pass filter. So this is how it is supposed to be done. You're going to open LTSpice and select new schematic. You will be adding components. First of all, we are adding the voltage source, so we'll write voltage and add the voltage source. Then a capacitor. Control R will be used to rotate this capacitor. A resistor. We need op amp and two resistors more. So we'll first of all add an op amp, write OP and get into the library. The closest to 741 is 747, so we'll be using 747 here. We'll be placing it right here. Now two resistors R2 and R3. This is R2 and this is R3. going to add ground. We'll add wires to connect the circuit. First of all, we'll be connecting this voltage source to capacitor and to the resistor and R1 and the op amp non-inverting input. The other end of R1 to the ground and the other end of voltage source to the ground. R2 to R3 and R2 to the inverting input of the op amp, that is negative input terminal of the op amp. We are selecting ground to be connected to the other end of R2. Selecting wire to connect this ground to the end of R2. Connecting R3 to the output of op amp. Now we have to connect two voltage sources. We know that when we make use of op amp, we need to connect plus VCC and minus VCC. So we will write voltage here and select the voltage sources. We will be placing two voltage sources, one as plus VCC and the other one as minus VCC. So this is being rotated and placed as minus VCC. This minus is connected to be this to this minus that is appearing this is plus VCC, so it can be placed anywhere. The connection should be right. I placed it at a side. Now I need to connect this plus VCC through a wire. So this is how it is connected, plus VCC. These are the DC values of voltages. This is how we connect minus VCC. Now the other two ends of plus VCC and minus VCC, we need to ground them. So this is how we ground them. Now we are almost done with the construction. Now we'll rename and set the values. I'll rename this voltage as V input. Okay. This, since we are supposed to do the AC analysis, so I'll keep this as AC1. The value of R1 is supposed to be set. R1 is supposed to be 40 as we calculated it earlier. Okay. This capacitor is supposed to be 1 microfarad. I'll first of all rename it as C because I have only one capacitor. The value is 1 microfarad. Okay. The value of R2 and R3 is supposed to be set. We kept it as 2K. R2 is 2K and R3 is also supposed to be 2K in order to have the passband gain equal to 2. Now this designation cannot be altered, so I'll alter the other one and rename it as op amp. Okay. Now this is plus VCC. I'll name it as plus VCC, and I'll also be setting its value. Let's keep it value to 5. If plus VCC is 5, minus VCC is also supposed to be 5. So first of all, change the name of this voltage source as minus VCC and change the value to 5. It is minus 5 because the negative terminal is connected to the op amp. Adding labels. These labels are supposed to be connected at input and the output. This is the input one. I'll name it as VN, select input and bring it right here. The second one is the output label, Vout, and this is output at the output of op amp. So it can be placed here. So we are done with this labeling to the construction of circuit, values, all is done. Let's run this circuit. Select AC analysis, type of sweep as decade, number of points per decade between 2 points. I'll select either 300, it can be 500, 500. This is the start frequency is 10. I have already told you that you cannot keep it as 0. So any value greater than 0. And the stop frequency is 8K. This is high pass filter, active high pass filter. So this is where we are supposed to do things. So we have to add traces, V out by Vn. Okay, change scale to linear. So this value is trying to approach 2 as we move away, as we increase the value of frequency. So this is what high pass filter is supposed to do. Let's select a cursor and see the value of cutoff frequency. We know the cutoff is 4K and the gain should be 70% of the maximum gain, that is 2. Maximum gain is 2. So 70% is 1.4. So at 4K we must have the value around 1.4. Now you can see the values changing in the window here. This is frequency, this is magnitude. Now this value is the magnitude, that is magnitude of gain. Now this is 1.3 and this is at 4K. So this is the cross verification. We designed it for 4K and the gain is 70% of the maximum, that is equal to 70% of the 2, which is 1.4. Similarly, we can move the cursor up and down and determine the values at other frequencies if we desire to. So after determining those values, you can write them down in the table and make use of the curve that we have